36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Marlena E. Taylor presiding. During these proceedings, there is no eating, no sleeping, no lying down, no smoking, no driving, and no wearing of any head garments except for religious purposes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Andre Ware Russell.
Where?
All right, you are. Okay, all right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Andre Ware Russell. This is ticket number SP 1200922. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. I'm pretty sure these 2 civil infractions didn't make the docket, but ticket number SP 1405862. Count 1, failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Count 2 of that ticket is no proof of insurance. Ticket number SP 1461205. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2 probably didn't make the docket, but it's no proof of insurance. And ticket number SP 153634111, registration and or plate violation. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amari Hatcher, P74935, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Sir, please state your name for the record.
Andre Ware Russell.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, the defendant would like to continue as not.
She didn't hear him. You got to go over here. She didn't hear you. You got to go stand closer to over there in front of the box.
My name is Andre Ware Russell.
Okay.
Your Honor, defendant would like to enter into a not guilty plea and have this matter set for a pretrial.
The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Sir, I'm going to have you come back for a pretrial on the date of March 6th. Are you able to sign in online via Zoom?
No.
Okay, so you have to come in person?
Yes, I kind of ready to do it that way. That way everything's clarified. I don't want to be glitching or lagging on the phone, nothing like that.
Okay. All right. So I'll set it for time should I do? 9. 10 o'clock, yeah. 10 o'clock. Because it has to be in person. 10 o'clock a.m. on March 6, 2024. Right. You have some pending. I think some of these tickets are tickets I have pending. On cases that are in default, do you have any requests at this time, Attorney Hatcher?
Your Honor, we ask that the warrants be set aside. And he'd like
All
to
right,
stand mute with respect to those tickets.
Okay, now this time I will do such and I'll put them all on my docket. All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing for today. I'll see you back March 6th in person at 10 a.m., okay? All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set.
All right, so what I'll say is the paperwork.
I mean, the paperwork is just gonna be a new date. You want me to write down the date for you? You don't have a device to put the date in?
I do, but I'm gonna get a reminder.
We ain't gonna remind you. You can figure out how to get like text message reminder. Sir, let me look at how old you are. You don't know how to remember stuff?
I do. I just got a lot going on.
I know, Mr. So you can sign up for text message reminders. Let me see. If you go down to the first floor, they'll be able to help you, and then they'll send you a text message to remind you the day before that that you have a new court date that next day. Because now I'm nervous because if I give you a piece of paper and you say you're not good at remembering, what's that piece of paper gonna do for you?
Remind me every time I walk past my fifth grade.
All right, let me see if I can get you a piece of paper printed out for you so that you can remember to come.
Thank you.
You're gonna print it out for him. Just wait and we'll get you a piece of paper printed out for you, okay? No problem. Of course. I didn't write on the back of it, but I at least put the date. You're welcome, sir. Okay. All right. Miss Witt, I'm sorry, Crystal Witt?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it Crystal or Crystal?
Crystal.
Okay. All right. Now calling the matter of people versus Crystal Witt. This is ticket SP 1469061. One count urination, defecation in public. Appearances, this is the date and time set for a review in this matter. She was to have done 30 hours of community service, and then this would be dismissed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Crystal Witt.
Your Honor, defendant has completed the community service hours. It was confirmed to me that the court was in receipt of her documentation.
All right, so I do have the documentation saying that she completed her community service. Because of that, ma'am, I am going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. You look very nice for court this morning too. I see you coming in ready to go. Thank you for completing that community service. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, could I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it was a pleasure doing the community service at Mac Alive. And I will continue volunteering there. Thank you so much. You're a great judge. Thank you for this. It helped me tremendously in so many ways. But I wanted to send you a link to click on Detroit and go on
Okay.
Mac Alive.
Mac Alive, okay.
And it's a little segment, and I'm in the segment helping them with some meditation. I am a therapist, so it was a great experience. And shout out to Miss Artina.
Oh,
So when you
that's
get a
so
chance in your
awesome.
leisure, just go on there and watch a segment on Mac Alive.
I sure will. I've already put up the website so that I can take a look at it later. Thank you so much for letting me know. And I'm glad. I started to ask you how that community service went, but I know sometimes people are like, fine, it was okay. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, and it really helped you do some stuff, and that now your case is dismissed. So
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for those warm compliments. I appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor. You have a blessed day as well.
You too. Thank you. I'm gonna mess up your first name. Is it Tanevia White? Oh, it's Taylor White. That must be your middle name. Miss White, are you able to unmute? There you
Yes, I was trying to. Yes, that's my middle name.
go. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's Taneva.
Taneva. Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Taylor, Taneva, Autumn White. This is ticket SP 1345436. I don't know if these tickets made the docket. Ticket number SP 1345435, count 1, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Taylor White.
Your Honor, we do have recommendations for dismissals on both counts. We ask the court to avail her of that offer.
Okay. At this time, the court is going to grant that. I'm going to dismiss those 2 counts per the recommendation. She does have 3 tickets in default. I don't know if she knows about this. From these same transactions, it's defective brake lights, no receipt or unsigned registration, and no proof of insurance. Do you have any documents for any of those, Ms. White?
I have documents for the registration, but the brake light I don't know of. I wasn't the one driving the car often, so I don't know of that. And the proof of insurance, I don't have proof for.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, Your Honor, just so the court knows, she was a co-signer for the vehicle. The vehicle was actually someone else's, and she did provide documentation of the owner of the lessor of the vehicle, because it was a leased vehicle, and she was just the co-signer.
That's why. Don't do this again. Okay. All right.
Never again.
So, because she was able to provide proof of everything, I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice because I don't want them to hang over her.
Thank you.
And then, but ma'am, you gotta make sure whatever advice Attorney Hatcher gave you in the breakout room, please adhere to it and make sure you take care of it so that way you're not stuck in this type of predicament again, okay?
Yes, I will.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of all those tickets because she was able to provide proof that it's somebody else who had the vehicle at the time. Okay.
Okay. And what I when I went down there, they told me that I had I guess warrants for those tickets that will be
So,
dismissed too, or
so what it was in disposition. So I'll take them out of disposition and put and dismiss them. However, you do have a case that's not on my docket today.
yeah, I
And was
know.
putting know about the 2020. Okay, as long as you do, I was gonna say that's gonna be the only one you have left. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
through it with that one.
Okay. And then any reinstatement fees you have to pay as well. I can't waive those, but I can get rid of the rest of the tickets. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Miss White. But yes, as long as you know about that one ticket, there's nothing I can do
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that ticket. Okay. Okay. All right. Then that
Thank
concludes
you.
this hearing. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
I will. Thank you. And with Miss Washington, did you reach the state prosecutor? If not, I'll dismiss it as a part of the police. She made quite a few payments on some of her tickets. So
It's a Mr. Washington and Miss Cole.
Washington, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Mr. Cole, I'm sorry, Miss Cole did not respond to my email yet.
Okay. All right. We'll take care of it then. We'll
Okay.
move forward to the what is the offer that you plan on extending today, just so I can know?
1 count of failure to display.
Okay. All right. You don't know this, but he has taken care of 1, 2, 3, 4 civil infractions that were on one of those tickets. He's paid them in full.
Okay.
So I'll take that into consideration with today's plea. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus, and I have to use the government name that's on the tickets. You understand that, sir?
That's fine.
Okay. Kayla Marie Washington. This is ticket number. Huh?
You pronounce it Kayla.
Kayla. Okay, Kayla Marie Washington. Sorry, I got thrown off. This is ticket SP 11466983. Count 1 failed to display. Also calling ticket SX 4136716. Count 1 drove while license suspended. Count 2 no proof of insurance. Count 3 illegally tinted windows. And ticket number SP 1331909. Count 1 driver's license expired. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Kayla Washington.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding today?
We do have a recommendation of a plea for failure to display. Pursuant to the court reviewing the defendant's file and seeing that he has made payments on other outstanding civil infractions, and due to the memorandum of understanding, we ask that the court dismiss the subsequent matters.
And the court will do that at this point in time with that understanding. Mr. Washington, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Besides Miss Fletcher, I couldn't get her name.
That's her. She's an attorney. Okay, she may not have told you that, but she is a learned attorney here in the state of Michigan. Okay.
Okay.
And you spoke with her about your case and about your rights?
Yes, in the breakout room, yes.
Okay. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside what has been stated today in exchange for a plea?
Oh, no, no.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of, this is December 29th of 2020. Were you in the area of Brace and Van Buren Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Chevy vehicle?
Oh, yes. I could tell you a little about it if you
Listen,
like.
I'm gonna ask you a question and then you can give me some stories behind it, okay?
Okay.
All right. And did you fail to display a valid operator's license that day, sir?
Yes, I did.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied.
All right. And the court is satisfied as well. Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to fail to display. The remaining counts I called on the record will be dismissed. You want to tell me a story about it?
It was a little dumb story. Kind of like what the other lady had. I had got a car and I paid it fully, but I put it in my ex-girlfriend's name. And when we broke up, of course, she got mad and she reported the car stolen. And I didn't know that she did it, and then I had ended up getting pulled over at a because I didn't fully stop at the stop sign because the car it idled wrong, and if it idled wrong, it turned off, and I pretty much yielded it, and that's how I got pulled over. And they said that they dismissed it because they see it was it was a bunch, it was dumb. So
Okay.
I thought that case was dismissed. That's what I was gonna ask you.
Well, you ended up paying the tickets. So you paid all the tickets. And then the only count that I have left is the fail to display a valid operator's license. So all the other tickets were paid. So unless this is your name, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Sir, it's time for
it
you to
was-
go get a driver's license, okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, but I mean, I'm gonna waive the cost and fines on the ticket because you paid for all the other ones. You paid $700 and something on those other tickets from back there. So you $756, I think you ended up paying. So I'll waive the cost and fines on this ticket. You should be able to, if you have any reinstatement fees, you have to pay those through us. But other than that, like the attorney said, go get your license.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, all right. If there's nothing further, then you are all set, okay?
Okay, thank you so much again.
You're very, very welcome, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day and get that license, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Hi, Judge. This is the city prosecutor. I'm going to check into Perkins. They're low down there. So I'm going to
All
log
right.
off and check in. If
You're
you need
all
me,
set.
just call me.
I will. Yes,
They're trying to see if you will cover Judge Nancy's docket.
I will. I meant to say yes. Tell them, yeah, I will. Eric Washington, I don't have you on my docket for today.
Man, I could have sworn it was the 11th.
Do you have a case number, sir?
Oh. I had court on the 11th. I had trial, actually. Hold on.
Look at it and tell me when it was. It's tomorrow, Mr. Washington, tomorrow.
Oh, it's the 12th? All right. Thank you.
It's the 12th. Yep, the 12th, Mr. Washington. Thank you, though, for checking in because you wanted to make sure you were here. It's tomorrow, though, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, that's this
Okay.
morning's docket. You know what? We
All
have one
right.
more person, actually. He's supposed to be in person, though. He was supposed to be here at 10. So can you hold on for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Okay.
Is he here yet? Mr. Wilson? Okay. All right. I'm going to have him talk to you. Can you take us off YouTube, please? And then I'm going to have him talk to you about this order.